Shadows of Chicago. Chapter 2, The Night Witness. The Blue Moon Bar fell silent. Tom Wilson looked straight into the gangster's eyes. A few seconds felt like an eternity. "Have I seen you somewhere before?" the man asked again. Tom took a calm sip of whiskey. "Maybe. I work on the railroad. I travel through a lot of neighborhoods." The gangster narrowed his eyes. Frank Morris watched the conversation carefully. He trusted his instincts. And his instincts told him that this stranger was not as ordinary as he seemed. "What's your name?" Frank asked. "Thomas Carter." The lie sounded convincing. For several seconds, nobody moved. Then Frank smirked. "All right, Carter. Have a drink to the health of Mr. Morelli." The tension faded. The men at the table laughed again. But Tom realized one thing. They had started testing him. Meanwhile, in a luxurious hotel suite, Victor Morelli sat by the window. A lamp glowed softly on the desk. Reports and shipping maps were spread out before him. A knock came at the door. Luigi Romano entered. "We have a problem." Morelli looked up. "How serious?" "One of our drivers disappeared." "With the money?" "No." "Then why is it a problem?" "They found him near the docks." Morelli frowned. "Dead?" "Yes." Silence filled the room. Lately, there had been too many incidents like this. Someone was interfering with his business. Or the police were getting too close. Find out who saw him last. We're already working on it. Morelli slowly lit a cigarette. "If it's the police, I want to know before they come for me." The next morning, Detective Samuel Cross arrived at the harbor. The wind coming off the lake was cold. Police officers had already secured the crime scene. A body lay on the ground. Cross crouched beside it. "Name?" "Anthony Rizzo." "What did he do?" The officer checked his notebook. "Truck driver." Cross nodded. He immediately knew this was no random murder. A fresh scrape was visible on the dead man's hand. As if he had fought to break free before he died. "Any witnesses?" "None so far." Cross looked out at the river. The city was hiding its secrets once again. But every secret leaves a trail. And sooner or later, someone notices it. That evening, Frank Morris drove to George Hamilton's house. Only one room was lit. Through the window, George could be seen having dinner with his wife and young daughter. Frank sat in a car across the street. The engine idled quietly. He watched for nearly an hour. Finally, one of Morelli's men asked, "What are we going to do?" Frank kept his eyes on the house. "Nothing for now. The boss won't like that." "I know." Frank thought for a moment. For the first time in years, he felt uneasy. One thing was dealing with rivals. Another was involving children. But an order was an order. Late that night, Tom Wilson met Cross inside an old warehouse. "Did they say anything?" "A little." "Enough?" Tom pulled out a sheet of paper. One of them let something slip about a new shipment. Cross quickly read the address. His expression changed. "You're sure?" "Absolutely. If this is real, we might finally get to Morelli." At that moment, a faint creak echoed through the darkness. Both men turned instantly. Someone was inside the warehouse. And that someone had just heard their entire conversation. To be continued.